The news of the day, Blake Griffin has been bought out by the Detroit Pistons. And Chase, we kind of saw this coming.
Yeah, this has been in the works for a long time. Pistons and Griffin have agreed to a buyout. And really what it came down to for Detroit and Blake Griffin is the fact that his contract sucks if you're the Pistons. So Detroit could not find a trade partner, and now you're looking at a situation where you have what once was one of the most exciting and explosive players of all time hitting the market as a free agent. He is free to sign with any team, and we're going to go through soon some of the top options for Blake Griffin to hop on board with, and a lot of them, if not all of them, are contenders looking to make playoff pushes and try to bring back a Larry O'Big.
Yeah, and it's kind of been a weird downfall, Chase, as this was, like you said, one of the exciting players in the NBA, and they trade him to Detroit, which he wasn't happy about at the time, and a couple years later can't stay healthy and just hasn't been the same guy.
When he was with the Los Angeles Clippers, it was must-watch television every single night. Lob City was going crazy. CP3, DeAndre Jordan, Blake Griffin, J.J. Redick making it rain from deep.
Yep.
And Blake Griffin in his prime, when he was healthy, just an athletic specimen who every single night was a human highlight reel. Now, his tenure in Los Angeles, it came to an ugly end, and it was really unfortunate to see how it all transpired. He was salty about it because he agreed to a massive extension to stay in Los Angeles. Yep. He gets traded to the Pistons, and you're like, oh man, that just stinks. A medium-level market, a franchise that's kind of been in the dumps. And not only has the team been mediocre to bad, now they're terrible, but Blake Griffin's game has fallen off a cliff, and it's been really rough to watch Blake Griffin's game really just diminish over the years. He is not the same player that he once was from an athletic standpoint, but we take a look at the numbers right here. It's not good. 12 points per game, 5 rebounds, and look at the field goal and three-point percentage. A couple years ago, it looked as though Blake Griffin was entering into a different segment of his career where, since he lost a little bit of that explosiveness, he turned into a better outside shooter and was hitting threes at a decent clip for a big man, but now 36.5% from the field, 32%, just under that from three-point range, and Blake Griffin's game has just fallen off. So you can't expect Blake Griffin to go somewhere and drop 20 to 10. He's not that guy anymore. He's going to go to a contender, and really all he's going to do, he's going to bring that contender possible front court depth off the bench.
Yeah, and I think you mentioned a lot of good points there. It's not just the athleticism is gone. Like we've seen in recent years, he kind of became that playmaking point forward type, but now the efficiency is waning. I think he's lost confidence, and I don't think he trusts his body either. I do think there's going to be some suitors out there. I think a team like the Celtics who need a big, I don't know if he's the right fit, but I think they'll show some interest. Brooklyn is all over the buyout market, as they should be. The Golden State Warriors would like to make a move. Maybe this is a possible fit for them as well. Both LA teams, Chase, I think could make some sense. The Clippers, that thing kind of ended weird, but maybe you right that wrong and bring him back to play out with the Clippers as well. Then Miami and Portland, a couple of other teams that have been mentioned as well. But to your point, Chase, I think if you're a fan base of a team that's going to get Blake Griffin, or like I'll compare it to DeMarcus Cousins, wherever he lands, don't expect this to be 4 years ago. Like, no. If you can get 10, 11 points off the bench a little more efficient than he's been this year, I think you're feeling pretty happy at that point because that's just who he is at this point in time. So we'll ask you guys to predict it. Which team will sign Blake Griffin? Go ahead and let us know down in the comments section. Go ahead and predict where you think he'll end up signing. Let's get into some Warriors news and rumors by Chat Sports. Could the Warriors be big players at the trade deadline? This is something that's been discussed over the last week or two, and it's being brought up again from a legitimate report that the Warriors might be the team to watch out for, Chase, and a big reason why they've got that Minnesota Timberwolves number one overall, or a top 3 pick or whatever for this upcoming draft. It's top 3 protected, excuse me, but that's a big trade chip.
Yeah, top 3 protected, and it looks as though that might have to convey to next year because the Minnesota Timberwolves are
dead
awful.
Last.
So
dead last.
If you're a Timberwolves fan watching, I feel really badly for you because that franchise from Kevin Durant or Kevin Garnett on up hasn't been able to get anything right at all. But Golden State is a very sneaky trade partner potentially as we inch closer to the trade deadline, because you do not want to waste another prime season for Steph Curry. He's finally been able to stay consistently healthy. He's really had to carry the load with Klay Thompson out, with Draymond Green's game slipping a little bit. Steph Curry has been just terrific.
Yeah.
I mean, he's having an MVP caliber season. If he's able to add a third MVP season and trophy to his resume, we're already looking at one of the greatest players of all time who will already add another MVP trophy to his already fantastic resume. But Golden State is very interesting because right now they're in the bottom of the playoff race in the Western Conference, so we'll see what happens with Golden State.
Yeah, and a GM recently said on this report, he remained anonymous, that Golden State is the team to watch right now. No one knows what they're going to do with that pick, referring to the Timberwolves' first-round pick for next season, which is top 3 protected, but still valuable because even next year, Minnesota's not going to be a contending team, so even a top 5 pick in 2022 is probably what you're looking at there. So that's a trade chip. Andrew Wiggins could be a potential trade chip. Kelly Oubre. The Warriors could be making moves. The question is, should they? Type B if you think they should be buyers. Type S if you think they should be sellers. This is a tough question if you're Golden State, so get your votes in. This is a tough call, Chase, and I'll tell you why if you just allow me a moment. I like the point you made, and I've said this several times on Golden State Warriors Today. Steph Curry, wasting a 30-point efficient type of season from him, especially a year after the injury, no one thought he'd play this well, and he has. That's a tough pill to swallow. But with Klay Thompson out this year, even if you go make a big swing, what is that swing? What swing can Golden State make that's like, oh my God, they're contenders this year even without Klay? I don't know if that trade exists. Maybe it does. Maybe I'm not seeing something. But you look at the beast of the Western Conference, that's a lot of room to kind of condense down to from, okay, here are the contenders, here are the second-tier contenders, here's Golden State, a fringe playoff team. How do you get from here to here? I don't know if you can do that if you're the Warriors. I don't know if that can be pulled off.
And here's the thing, too. That Minnesota Timberwolves draft choice that is top 3 protected, they're going to be terrible next year as well. So if you hold on to that pick, it's no longer protected, which could be an even better asset if the Warriors decide to keep it or if they do trade it.
Yeah, and they could trade it next year. Like they could trade at the deadline next year if they still have it. Again, the one reason you would want to buy is Steph Curry. He's not getting any younger. Now, he's not a player that relies on major athleticism, so there's reason to think he can play at this level for a few more years, but he's not going to be averaging 30 forever, especially at the efficient clip he's been shooting, especially from outside. You'd hate to punt on a year, but at the same time, can you mortgage part of your future to do it? Would you ship out a James Wiseman? I'm not doing that if I'm Golden State. So it'll be something to watch. I do agree they're a team to keep an eye on because it could go either way. I just think Golden State needs to be really careful and really consider everything before they pull the trigger on a major trade. So predict it for us. Will Golden State make a big trade before the deadline? I mean for a big name, not just some minor move. Type 1 for yes. Type 2 for no. Let's go ahead and hear it from you guys. And if you are a Golden State Warriors fan, get subscribed to our Warriors-only channel. More Warriors news and rumors right there at that link. It's youtube.com/WarriorsTV. If you're watching on our Warriors channel, just hit the big red subscribe button. But if you're watching on Chat Sports, go to that link below, and you can subscribe over there for more Warriors information. Chatsports.com/NBA Green. St. Patty's Day is almost here, and Celtics fans more than any, but we got gear for all NBA teams. Get your gear today. Some of this stuff is on sale at chatsports.com/NBA Green. And here's the deal. We got t-shirts, we got hats, we got socks, we got all kinds of stuff for all 30 NBA teams. You get your St. Patty's gear now, you never have to buy it again because St. Patty's is every single year. Get some green gear, chatsports.com/NBA Green, especially Celtics fans. You could wear that stuff year-round.
Oh, you could, especially St. Patty's or if they make a playoff run.
Exactly.
Either of it works.
The Clover, it always applies in Boston. You look at the NBA All-Star game now. Chase, the draft went down last night, and it's entertaining as always. There were some funny things that happened. I got to tell you, though, Team LeBron, I think, dunks on Team Durant.
I'm going with Team LeBron in a 7-game series, and I don't even think it's that close. Now, It's crazy what the coronavirus has done to the sports schedule, because we were talking in the office this week and we were like, wait, is the NBA All-Star break coming up? Yeah. After Joel Embiid dropped 40 and 19 against the Utah Jazz, that was the Sixers' last game of the first half of the season. I was watching that and I was like, wow, they don't play again for another few days. That's just crazy. But you look at this roster right here. I'm going with Team LeBron, both the starting lineup and the reserves. Look at this reserve list. Damian Lillard, Chris Paul, Ben Simmons, Jaylen Brown. We continue on with Paul George, Domantas Sabonis, who is one of the most underrated players in the league, by the way. Rudy Gobert, who went, I think, last in that draft last night, as well as Jaylen Brown. Team LeBron over Team Durant, no doubt.
Yeah, and I just look at this, too, and we're just kind of scrolling through the lineups here as we talk. Like, Kevin Durant's not a future GM. Let's just get that out there. He's soft by drafting his boy Kyrie with his first pick.
You knew that was going to happen.
Loyalty's out the window for the All-Star break, but apparently not when you're How about this? Durant's only loyal when it's the All-Star game. Any other time, guy's not loyal at all. Makes no sense whatsoever. I ain't Team LeBron if they actually care. We never know with the All-Star break. I think it's blowout city. I think they're going to crush Kevin Durant here on Sunday night.
Yeah, Team Durant. We go to Team Durant, James Harden, Devin Booker, Donovan Mitchell, Zach LaVine. So, look, this is what it comes down to, and people can hop in the comment section if you want. Which All-Star squad do you like? And we want you to type your comments in the comment section. If you like Team LeBron, we want you to type LBJ. If you like Team Durant, type KD. Obviously, it's the All-Star game, man. So both teams are going to be stacked, but if you have to pick one, I think it's Team LeBron. I think he did a better job of rounding out the roster, picking some of the better players. But we look at the comment section right now, it seems overwhelmingly that the audience is going with Team LBJ. So that means that everybody out there is smart, because you're agreeing with me, Chase, and him, Harrison.
Exactly. Team LeBron all day. I'm getting my LBJs in the comments.